subscribe. Tariq Radio. Like and subscribe.
Let's get what's this person's name? I can't pronounce it. Shackleford. What's up, Shackleford?
Hey man, how you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Uh, I'm good. I was just wondering about some of the points that you made earlier.
Go ahead.
Do you think that like retarded black people should have more rights than like not black people?
What does that mean?
Well, I mean, you made like this special point that, oh, this young man with special needs. Is that something that someone should be concerned about when they're getting, their personal belongings gone through in whatever capacity that
Well,
might be?
well, special needs white people, or even the ones who are not really special needs, they get all types of special considerations, especially when they go shoot up schools. When they go shoot up 30 or 40 people, the first thing they say, well, damn it, they were in a special class.
I'm pretty sure that they get
Got
arrested.
ass.
I'm pretty sure that they get arrested.
Yeah,
So where's the protection?
Yes, sir. But yeah, they get arrested under certain conditions, but then they give them a pass, and they sit up and say, "Well, damn it,
What is the past that
they
they get?
shouldn't get this extreme punishment. They didn't know any better. They didn't get hugged as a child, so that we get a million excuses for that type of behavior." What was this last guy who shot up something? It was a guy who shot up something like a week or so ago. It's so many of the people in your community who do these mass shootings.
I
They were.
mean, actually, the majority of mass shootings are done by black people.
That's
So,
not true, sir.
no,
No,
it is.
it's
It's
not.
actually it's FBI crime
No,
statistics.
no. The FBI, they get statistics based on voluntarily cooperative
So
police agencies,
is
sir.
it
So
your
nobody.
understanding that
Listen, okay,
people
no,
are
no, 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 no. Slow down. Don't talk over me. We're not going to do that. We don't do that. Okay, we don't do that because I don't want to. I don't like raising my voice. All right, so we don't do that. All right. Now, do you think it's okay for a adult white supremacist woman to call a black child, especially a special needs black child, the N word?
so I mean,
That's a question.
I'm
That's a
fine with
question.
it. Personally, I'm fine with it.
Okay,
Do
there you
you
go.
think it's okay
Okay.
to call white people all of the names that we are
Oh
also
no,
called?
this pale bugging.
There you go. Is it okay to call white people what?
Any of the names that we're called.
Like what? What do we call you? We really don't call white people a lot of names.
I mean, there are certain names. I'm
Like
sure that you
what?
know of them.
Like what?
I
And
think
don't,
you're
don't
engaging in a neological fallacy right now. You know what I'm
like what?
talking about.
Well, you tell
So
me.
so listen.
You
How
tell
about
no no
this?
no. You tell me.
Let's make it a more
You tell.
succinct point.
Okay, if I ask a question, you don't run from the question, sir. So now we've established that you are a suspected white supremacist. Okay. Because if you think calling a child an N word and you're fine with it, okay, so now we're dealing with the suspected white supremacist. So now we know what we're dealing
Well,
with.
it's not suspected. I mean, it's a measurable data that our IQ is higher.
Oh,
So
so
it's
you're
not
full.
suspect. It's
Okay,
not suspect actually.
so you're a full white supremacist. Okay.
Well, I'm just saying that,
Okay, so I
they are
okay,
supreme in some ways, but perhaps not all. But some, yes,
but
certainly.
your IQs are higher.
That's what all data that has ever been gathered has showed.
Got it. So if your IQs are higher and black people are, you know, walking around with lower IQs, why the need for systematic deprivation?
Well, personally, I'm not a part of any systematic deprivation, so I
Yeah,
can't
you are.
make. Well, no, I'm not
You're
because
part of society. White supremacist society is
no,
all about
no,
depriving
no.
black
You
people.
can't pin,
Okay, no, no, no. White supremacist
dude.
society.
All this muting is cope. I mean,
No, no, no,
you can mute.
no, but no, you're not gonna. No, sorry, this. I'm not your meth dealer. You just can't walk in just saying shit and just talking all willy nilly. There has to be order here. This is not the meth lab. We have order. You don't talk over people, sir. We don't do that here. We have to have decorum. Okay, we have to have decorum. Now, since you're so supreme and black people are inferior, why do you have to go out of your way to deprive inferior people of resources? Because that's what white supremacy does. It's all about systematic deprivation where black people can't have shit. So why that, sir?
I never said that we were supreme. You're the one who said that. I said our
You just
IQs are
said that.
higher.
Yeah, you just, and I said suspected. You're like, no, it's not suspected.
It's
So
not.
we
Just
okay,
Google it.
so you agree
Just
that
Google it, dude.
you are white supremacist. Okay, I believe you. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with
You
you.
are
So
the only one saying that people being smarter or having a higher intelligence makes them supreme. I didn't say that.
by definition, that's what it is.
I
And you said you weren't suspected. See, now I don't. If you say something, stand on it.
I am standing on it.
You're
Our
not standing
IQs
on it,
are
sir.
higher. I'm
Okay,
not
because
saying it makes us supreme necessarily.
that's
You
exactly
said
what
that.
it means.
No,
If
well,
your
you're the
IQ is
one who thinks that
higher,
whites are supreme then.
you just told me your IQs are higher, and it's
They
okay
are.
to call black children the N word.
Well, it's okay to say any.
So by definition, you are a white supremacist. That's your word, by the way. That's your
Listen,
community's word. That, sir, no, slow down, because you're trying to talk in
dude, this is
circles.
mute code. I'm not talking in.
Right. No. You're trying to talk in
No, you
circles.
keep
Slow down.
muting me, so it might seem like it, but I'm.
No, you're trying to talk over me. So you've basically admitted that you are suspected, or not even suspected, a confirmed white supremacist. So my thing is, if you are supreme, why the deprivation towards black people? Why do you have to deprive resources?
What am I depriving black people of?
You're a part of white supremacist society, and
I
white
never said
supremacist
that. You're the one
society.
saying that. I
Yeah.
said our IQs are higher.
Okay,
You're the
that
one
means
saying that makes us
you,
supreme.
sir. You're talking. You said that about 3 times, or maybe 4. So by definition, if your IQ, if you say your IQ is higher, that means you are superior. That's the only thing that means. And that's a white supremacist trope that justified anti-black racism, that the IQs were higher. But my question is, if your IQ is so high, you wouldn't have to have systematic deprivation. You wouldn't have to deprive people of liberty and rights and equality. You have said out of your own mouth, sir, that it's okay to racially terrorize black children, especially if they're special needs. That's white supremacy, sir. There's nothing else. That's white
Well,
supremacy.
I disagree. I don't really think that I have taken any liberty from you. I think that this is
You
sort of
have.
a massive victimhood complex that you're
It yeah,
placing on yourself.
because you are a victimizer and you
I
co-sign
know
the
I'm not.
victimizer.
I'm not.
Yes,
All
you
I
are,
said
sir.
is that
You
based
co-sign a woman who victimized a black child. You said you are perfectly fine with that. So
I'm
not
fine
only
with
are you
Americans saying whatever they want. Yes, I am.
right. So you are a victimizer because that is a hate crime.
No, it's
You
not.
say
It's not a
that
hate
is
crime.
that is a hate
No,
crime.
it's not. It's not.
You use
It
it.
was not done in the commission of another crime, so by definition, it's not a hate crime.
It was.
No, what was a
Yes.
crime? She was being
Racial
robbed.
targeting.
No, that's racial targeting is not a
Racial
crime.
targeting.
It's not a
Yes, it
crime.
is. Why do people get arrested for saying things about Asian people? There are people who've been arrested by making racial so-called epithets against an Asian person. People get arrested for that. So how is that
Can you
not a
name
crime?
anyone who's been arrested for that?
Yeah, there are people in New
Can
York.
can
Look
you
it up.
name them?
You look it up.
I'm
Look up
asking
some
you
of
if
the.
you can
Look
name them.
up the case. That's a moot point. Look
No,
up
it's
the
not.
cases.
No, you're
Is a
saying it as a point, but you actually can't
but
reference the
look up
point.
the case.
I
Look up.
don't
I'm
need
telling
to.
you to look.
I
Yeah,
don't need
because
to.
yes, you do. Because me naming them, you would have to look it up anyway. I could just say any name. So I'm telling you to look up the cases, not the name. I can just say any name. You would have to look it up anyway. So yes, sir, that's a stalling tactic. All right. Do I know the names of them? I know some of the cases. I know the cities when it happened
What
and the
are
year
they?
it happened.
What are
So
they?
you
Where?
look up the cases in New York.
Where? Look up where. Just
Several.
Google where has this happened. Why don't you give me?
Several, just look up the cases, sir. I'm not your Google. Look up the cases in New York. People arrested for Asian hate crimes. Look that up. There's several people.
I'm.
And usually black people. They don't arrest white people for it. It's always black people. Look up the black people who were arrested for hate crimes for basically saying certain things to Asian people. So yeah, there's a racial double standard there. So it is a hate crime. And that white supremacist woman created a hate crime, sir. And you co-sign that
Well,
because
listen,
you
you
too,
can mute me
sir.
as much as you want, but it looks like cope to everyone.
Yeah, you've said that over and over again. What you don't do is just get to ramble and babble nonsensical, sir. We don't do that. You got to have
I'm not
decorum,
babbling. You're muting me.
right? And by the way, you're Irish. You're an Irish gentleman, by the way,
You ready for me to
Mister.
actually answer?
Yes, yes. You just don't talk over
No,
me. You don't
I'm
do
an
that.
American, actually. I'm not
Right,
Irish.
right,
The
right.
same that's the same ideology that you actually push in your spaces, right? Is that we're all Americans. Yes?
Well, no, I'm a foundational Black American.
Sure, so am I.
Right.
My people came and actually built something.
What did
Yeah,
what
so
did they
I'm
build?
foundational too.
What did they build? No, you're not.
Society.
No, you're not foundational. You didn't
Do
build
you think
anything.
society was built on, like, what do you think society was built on? Just wondering.
Black labor,
Mm. Have you actually looked into like how much the profits from the crops that black people picked were based on?
crops. You think it was just crops, sir? It was
Can
more
you?
than crops
What
and
was it?
other things. It was crops and other things.
So what was it?
We built the entire infrastructure of this country.
But you can't name a single part individually. You built all of it, but you can't name a single piece, right?
Yeah, all of it. What part don't you want to know?
Right. Okay. So you
Now,
can't name a single part.
all of it. There's not one
That's
single
not.
part.
All of
Hell,
it is the cope.
that's not a cope. That's you just white supremacist babbling, sir.
I'm not. I'm not babbling, and I'm not.
What
I
did
never
you
said I
build?
was a supremacist.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't do anything. I was born in the '90s, dude. What did you build for the culture,
Slow down. Watch it, sir. This is,
or what?
sir. Slow down. You're not at your meth dealer.
You're gonna mute me or kick me?
Okay, okay,
Oh,
okay. Now you're getting hostile because you feel like you're being embarrassed by Black Daddy. Calm down. I'm not trying to beat up on you. You come on, man. You're superior, right? Come on, show me that high IQ. You're crashing out. Thought your IQ was higher. Why are you crashing out? Why are you letting Black Daddy dominate you physically and psychologically? I'm having you crash out physically and
massive
mentally.
mute mutt. You're a mute mutt. That's what you're doing. You're a mute mutt.
Because you're crying. We don't want to hear.
No one's
We
crying.
don't
You
want to.
keep muting me.
Yeah, because you keep
You're the one who
whining.
said that we're superior.
Yeah,
Why are
because
you crying about it?
yeah, because you're whining now. You said that you had a high IQ, but you're whining about Black Daddy beating you intellectually. Now, you are from Ireland. Your family's from Ireland, right?
I never said that.
Yeah, yeah. You sound like it. I'm getting Irish vibes from you, sir.
Okay, so you're stereotyping. That's
Really?
fine.
That's a stereotype?
No, I mean you're saying you sound Irish when
Yeah.
I've never been to Ireland.
Yeah, I know you
So
never
yeah,
been,
it
but your
seems
family,
like a stereotype.
but your family immigrated here from Ireland, though. All right,
Hmm.
they immigrated here from Ireland, right?
You said that. You actually, all you've been doing is muting me and not giving me a
Notice,
chance
I
to
notice
actually make a single salient point.
white supremacists hate talking about their
No,
European background.
my family is Germanic, and
Oh,
I'm
well,
completely happy
you're
with
not German.
everything
Okay,
my
okay,
family's
okay.
done.
Germanic. I want y'all to catch these little code words. He said Germanic, trying to imply that he's German, but he's not. White supremacists
I
love to
never
claim.
said German. I
But
said
I
Germanic.
know that you tried to use that. You tried to use a little wordplay to give the impression that you're possibly from Germany. A lot of white supremacists try to claim some kind of connection to Germany. I told you all about that before. He's not. This is an Irish man. He's Irish.
Actually, my family are from Scandinavian countries,
I don't
which
believe
are
that.
Germanic peoples.
I don't. Yes, sir. Yeah, I believe you're.
That's the same way I don't believe that blacks were here before Europeans.
Of course,
So we can disagree.
that's not a belief. That's documented proof.
Where?
Columbus's diary.
So you trust a Jew? That's what's happening right now. You trust a Jew, Columbus?
Oh Lord, I don't want to hear about the Jew thing. Oh Lord, I don't want to hear
Well,
that.
of course
I
you
don't. I
don't.
don't want.
Oh
Oh
no,
Lord, no, no,
you're
no,
Irish.
no,
We don't
Lord.
want to hear about Columbus.
Oh Lord, Bizarro, Balboa. I mean, we can just go down the
Mute
list.
mutt. You're a mute mutt, dude.
Sir, we can go down
You
the
don't want to
list.
have the conversation. You want to mute
We're
me.
having the conversation, but you're not going to talk over me. There were several of your fellow white supremacists who came here and saw black people, and they documented it, sir. And they were here way before Europeans. They were even here before the red natives, sir. There were always black peoples
Where
in
are
the
the
Americas.
documents?
You got big ass Olmec
The
statues.
magical documents, eh?
Yeah, you got not just documents, you got statues.
Where are the documents?
You got books and statues. You got Olmec statues down in Central America of black folks, big ass rocks from thousands of years ago, sir. Very well documented. Get one of your books by your fellow white man. He's a good guy. Von Woot now. Get a book by him. I'm giving you a document. It's a white man, too. It's a guy named Von Woot now. He wrote a book called Unexpected Faces in Early America. It's a white man who told all the truth.
I'm the white supremacist, but you say blacks look like carved rocks.
Okay,
What?
you're just saying stuff. You're just saying stuff because this is you losing. Because Black Daddy is intellectually whooping you. So this is why you white supremacists get into this troll material. It's okay. That's how you cope.
If you're doing anything of value, you'd stop the mute mutt.
But you're not going to
You'd
start
stop.
trolling. See, when you start
No, I'm
trolling,
not. You
you
keep muting
cheapen.
me.
No,
That's why.
you're cheaping yourself. See, you make white people look bad when you have to troll.
I'm cheaping. You're chimping.
Yeah,
That's fine.
yeah. Sir, you don't want to get into what a chimp looks like, sir. So you're the one, you have Reese's blood DNA. I don't. You have more monkey and chimp in
Your
you.
blood races in you.
Oh Lord, he's trying to troll out. I thought the white, where's that high IQ? Oh, the high IQ is failing. Oh, he's about to troll out.
Nothing's failing.
Come
I'm
on.
just mocking you.
I thought that I thought the high IQ was gonna kick in. Now it's getting into degenerate trolling, sir. Come
Again,
on.
you keep equating high IQ to supremacy, not me.
Yeah, sir, because you said you had a high IQ and now you just reduce
I'm
yourself to
saying that
trolling.
blacks have a low IQ. I never
Right.
said mine was specifically high. I said yours is specifically low.
Right. So if black people, if our IQs were so low, why would you need to just deprive of resources all the time?
What resources am I depriving you of? You're acting like I'm stealing your bread and milk, dude. What the
Right.
f are you talking about?
Sir, because you are a white supremacist degenerate. You live on a welfare system of white supremacy because you couldn't cut it in life, sir.
The only people who
couldn't cut it in broke ass Europe. So you had to come over here, the place where black mommy and black daddy had to build so that you can come over here and escape the famines of Europe, sir. So,
that's why you're on the bottom, right? Because your
sir,
mommy and daddy.
sir, the only thing on the
Right?
bottom is,
Right? Because
sir, white women at the bottom
right,
of,
you're on top, eh? Because
yeah,
your mommy and daddy.
on top of white pussy, killing them birth rates. And that's why you're mad, sir. You mad because the brothers are smashing your white
Dude,
women.
I have kids.
You're mad because brothers are smashing your white women, sir.
I'm not mad about it.
Yes, you are.
Dude, I don't care about.
You don't care about what? Because I hear an echo. So there's a trailer park you in, and I hear an echo. That means you ain't got no furniture. You're in there lonely by yourself in the middle of the night while the white women in your community are somewhere with soul poles in their mouths. And that's the thing that makes you upset, sir. Is that why you're mad? Huh? Come on, Sharif, or whatever your name is.
Mute mutt. No, actually, I'm in your neighborhood. I'm in New Orleans, dude.
Yeah, I'm not in
less than a. I'm less than a mile away from the French Quarter, and all the white supremacists that you're chimping out about. You won't do shit, fucker. You won't do a fucking thing,
Who
and you
won?
can't. Any of you, or you can go meet Daddy in Angola. You feel?
Sir, your white supremacists, neo-Nazis went out there.
What you gonna do about? Oh,
Okay, first of all, I'm not in New Orleans. I was visiting there. Shout out to New Orleans. Love the place. But
yeah, shout out. Yeah,
I'm in Los Angeles. I live in Los Angeles. And shout out to the brothers out there because the white supremacists were walking around talking about Hail Hitler. And when they saw those brothers, they started hightailing it the hell up out of the French quarters. So yeah, where's all the supremacy? Huh?
They didn't.
They what? They didn't do shit. You out there cosplaying, and then when a couple of brothers
Mute
pulled up
mutt.
on you,
Mute mutt. Mute me again.
a couple of brothers pulled up on your fellow white supremacists, they hauled ass and put their shirts back on, and then went and got them a beignet and sat the down somewhere because they didn't want them damn problems.
No
Now
one
did
hauled
they?
ass. This is our
Yes, they
country. What are you
did.
going to do about
No,
it?
yeah, yeah.
This is our country, boy. What are you
No,
going
it's
to do
not.
about
No,
it?
it's not. No, it's
Do
not.
something about it.
Dude, it's already done. You white supremacists, your birth rates, Mother Nature has done something about it, sir. Your birth rates are trash. You white supremacists are dying off, sir. So Mother
Keep muting
Nature,
me. Mute mutt.
yeah,
Mute mutt.
Mother Nature has done something about the white supremacists. So how do you feel about that, huh? With them declining birth rates.
You ready to stop being a mute mutt? You're going to mute me again.
Okay, you've been yelling mute mutt, but yeah, go ahead. How do you
Well,
feel
you
about
keep
those?
muting me and you're a mutt, so.
How do you feel about those declining birth rates?
I mean, birth rates around the world are declining. I think there are other
Oh
reasons that are
Lord,
involved.
oh Lord. No,
I
you
do
white.
think that there are a bunch of people, right, who are deciding to not have kids. There are a bunch of white women who want to, be with black guys, whatever.
Uh-huh.
That's fine.
How do you feel about that?
Personally, I am happy to see the newsreels of them getting their heads chopped off because that's eventually what's going to happen.
No, that rarely happens.
Or
Brothers
getting
don't do
shot
that.
up, because that's
That's a
what that's
fantasy. That's what y'all do to black women, unfortunately. Yeah, there are way more cases of you suspected white supremacist males dating black women and then killing them and doing weird stuff to them. It's not the other way around. Brothers don't really do that to the white women. They just, the only thing they do is kill them pussies. That's it. But other than that, they're not harming them. They're
Are
not
you
doing.
aware that in 2023, zero black women were raped by white men?
That's a
Zero.
lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a white supremacist lie. That is a damn lie. Y'all rape black women all the time, and the police get on your side and don't even report it as a damn rape. Y'all had one white cop down there, and I want to say, was it Tennessee? He was raped over 100 women, I think. And it took over 100 women for them to do something about it. And they're still trying to get him out of jail. They're trying to still say that he's innocent. So yeah, y'all rape sisters all the time. It's
You
so
keep
normal,
talking
but you
about
no. I'm talking about you white supremacists because your fellow white supremacists in law enforcement, they don't report it as a crime because they're on code with you, sir. So yeah, I don't want to hear about these janky stats that are not in the right context, sir. Right? Come on now. Come on, sure, whatever your name is. Shackelford. Come on, Shackelford.
you keep muting me and
All right. Well, yeah, you got a double mute. I think you're dropping your meth pipe on there, sir. You're dropping your meth pipe on the
oh
phone.
yeah, no, it's not you, the insecure guy, keeping on hitting the mute button. Are you ready to hear me out?
Well, yeah, you just don't start trolling. That just cheapens
No,
you. I don't want you.
listen, I'm
Just
not
don't.
trolling you.
You're cheap.
Listen,
Yeah, you're
I
cheaping.
listen.
That
Honestly, I would
cheapens you. I
like to
don't want you
find
to
a
make a
middle
fool
ground.
out of yourself. I don't want
Personally,
you to make a fool out
I
of
would
yourself.
like to find a middle ground. I don't want to troll you. I want to
Well, the middle ground is the white coochies. That's the middle ground that a lot of brothers are finding. They're tearing up them white coochies. That's the middle ground. They're putting them on the middle and banging them on the ground. And I think that's what's making you upset.
another hypersexualized non-white coping that no one wants to black women. That's fine.
Oh, yes,
I
they
don't
do.
want to. You
Oh,
can
yes, y'all
keep
do,
all of your
sir.
boons. I don't
Sir,
want your women, dude.
sir,
They're gross.
sir, they don't want you. That's the thing. Foundational Black American women don't want musty trailer trash. They don't want
How
you.
many
That is,
trailers are in New Orleans, Chief?
yeah,
How
yeah.
many?
Not now. Brothers don't live
How
on them.
many?
The
How
black
many
folks don't
trailers?
live on
No,
them,
how many trailers are in New Orleans?
sir. How many
None.
you live
That's what
in?
I thought.
Yeah, you
None.
live in one.
No,
Yeah,
it's
you're a
Cope.
trailer,
Dude,
sir.
you know
Black women are not
it's
trying
Cope.
to
You're being a mute.
black women are not trying to smash a lice infested, mayonnaise encrusted, wet dog smelling hillbilly. All right, so you talking about how you don't want no black women? That's not a flex. They don't
Listen,
want
you can
you,
say all the names you want, but you're still.
right? They don't want you, sir. And you are a broke trailer trash, methed out hillbilly who's
You done
mad
with the names?
because the white women down there in New Orleans are bouncing on soul poles. That's what you're mad at?
Do you want to hear me out, or do you want to keep being a mute
Go
button?
ahead. Go ahead.
Right. Okay. So no one wants your women. They look
Uh,
like they're disgusting. No one.
no, no, sir. Stop it. Y'all always running up after some sister all the time. In fact, when you had your way, y'all created a whole different racial caste because y'all were laying up with black women so much. There's a saying in white supremacist society that you're not a real man unless you've had sex with a black woman. That's a saying in your community, sir. So we don't want to hear all that
It's
stuff.
not. It's
Yes, it
not.
is.
No,
Yes, it
it's
is.
not. Not in my community.
Yes, it is. Well, the
Dude,
sisters, they
I'm a
don't want you.
minority white.
They don't want you. The sisters don't want you, and the white women don't want you. The white women out there banging the brothers. So the sisters are banging the brothers. The white women are banging the brothers. So you, the white supremacists, y'all get Asian women. That's your thing. And I bet you
So
got
they
you an
know how to
Asian.
count instead of
I,
black women, eh?
right. I bet you got you an Asian woman, don't
I
you?
don't. I actually have a white woman.
I don't believe that.
I have a white woman, two white kids.
I don't
Perfectly
believe
happy.
it. Yeah, you got
You don't
a
believe
Asian woman.
anything. You
I don't believe that. I believe the white women down there because I was down there in New Orleans a few weeks ago. The white women are choosing brothers heavy. They love the brothers down there. You know
they're
that.
not. They don't want
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Oh, yes, they do. There's they got a hankering for the soul pole.
they don't.
Yeah, they do. That's why you
They
mad, sir. That's
bro,
why you
I'm
mad.
listen, I'm not mad. I'm asking to actually have a logical conversation about what the solution is.
Let me get
How do
my
we
brother.
fix it?
Let me get my brother Robbie in here.
My
My brother.
brother. My
Yep.
brother. Okay. Go ahead.
Brother Robbie. Robbie Blue. What's up, brother?
How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are
You
you?
know, I'm listening to this, man, and I'm gonna pitch an idea to you, man. I'm listening to this. I'm thinking you should make a special collector's edition of the Mac lessons, but make the meth version. So you could do a service to help some of these incels that seem to have dating problems. Because I swear to God, you'll be saving lives.
Oh yeah, my goodness.
I'm serious. You be saving lives. And then, they always
You be
project
saving
all this stuff
lives and
about us
shit.
being fatherless. Listen, I mean, he sounds like he's got a whole bag of baby dicks in his mouth. And I'm
You
talking
be
about
oh me motherfucker, you be saving lives and
on your
shit.
platform. But here's the point. They project about us being fatherless or us having,
I never
homes that
projected
are
any of that,
not in
brother.
order. I'm not talking about you, my little freckle friend. I'm talking in general when I go into these mental health spaces and you
What
have these
mental health
white women who
spaces are you
can't
in?
stand,
Man.
these white women cannot stand to talk to these guys because they come
Yeah,
from
they'd
homes
rather
where
be
their fathers
raped.
were alcoholics.
You're right.
They have their fathers are alcoholics. This guy right here came out of a disease infested slip and slide that he called his mother's womb, and it took her
Yet I
nine
came
months to
out
have a daughter.
clean. You came
So
out
this
brown.
guy right here, not only does he not know how to talk to a woman, but he has problems with authority because probably the Catholic priest
Blacks
touched
have no
him.
authority
He has
over
to play
anyone.
the victim. You actually have no emotional intelligence, and no wonder you have to come here to Black Daddy and
You're
beg Black
calling
Daddy for
another
attention.
black guy daddy. You're a
We're not
faggot.
here. No, no, you're calling Tariq Daddy.
No,
You
I
guys
never
come in
said
here,
that.
y'all
You
cry.
called him that.
You guys come
This
in
is
here. You come
code.
in here and you
You
cry.
called him
No, I'm
daddy, and
serious.
you're telling me I
No,
call him
no,
daddy.
you
You're a
call him.
faggot, dude.
You calling them
Which is
daddy by calling
very
us.
high in
You
your
calling daddy
community.
to call
Just
us.
saying. Wonder
And
why
guess
AIDS
what?
is so high.
Your wife calls us daddy too. Your wife calls us daddy too.
No, they
With
don't.
her
No,
pelican throat.
no, that
With
that
her
never.
pelican throat.
Okay, I'm sure.
She
I'm
got
sure.
a throat like a brontosaurus. She got a throat like a brontosaurus, and you get PTSD every time you look at Pornhub. I'm out to read.
My
Peace.
man, thank you so
Bye.
much, brother.
Been dismissed.
Uh, all right. Oh, now what did you say about AIDS? Hold on. I
I
need you
said
to
it's highly
elaborate.
prevalent in your community. That's what I said.
Oh, Lord, sir. Really?
I
You
mean,
think,
do you know how AIDS was created?
sir, you know that AIDS was a white man thing, and it still
How
is.
many
They just
white
don't.
men were raping monkeys in the jungle in Africa?
Yeah,
Zero.
yeah, yeah. And the black people weren't raping no monkeys either. But
Oh, I
yeah,
bet. Yeah,
AIDS was a
all
that's
the
a white
rates
man
of
thing. No,
rape,
no, no,
right? But they were.
no. Slow down. Yeah, it was you white guys getting AIDS.
All the whites in
See,
Africa, eh?
no, 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 sir. AIDS, that was some shit that was happening with white dudes up in Studio 54. That was you guys spreading it. Even now, Do
You
you
keep
really want to
saying it
go
like
there?
I was spreading it. I don't know who spread it, and I don't care.
No, no, right. But you mentioned it. You brought it up, and you might because it sounds like your pussy might be open. But yeah, you brought it up, sir. But remember, hey, y'all started to hide the fact that y'all had AIDS. Because in the y'all remember in the
You
80s,
keep saying
y'all,
y'all like I'm in.
I'm talking. I'm talking. Um, in the 80s, you had white people left and right. These white men, Rock Hudson, the dad from the Brady Bunch, Jim Henson got it. Um, Liberace, and they tried to hide it. They were trying to hide that they had AIDS. And then in the 90s, you never heard
You
about
mean
a
all
lot
the
of white.
people who black guys?
Right, right. Oh no. Oh no. They were banging each other. Oh Lord, no, no, no. Y'all were banging each
Mute
other.
mutt.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, the AIDS is coming from your community, sir. And then y'all just label it something else now. You still have it. Y'all
Yeah, the
call it something
white
else.
African
I
community is where
I died of pneumonia. So, I- y'all call it something else. Y'all front like it was
you
something
all you
else.
can do is mute.
I have kidney disease. No, you got AIDS. That's what you got. Okay, it's all right.
You know
Just,
whites are healthier than black people on like
oh,
almost
if you
every
don't
single
stop,
stance,
if
right?
you
You
don't
understand that, right?
stop,
All you can do
no,
is mute me and try to.
sir. Y'all have so many neurological diseases. It's insane. If you were so healthy,
We
why is your
have
birth rate?
neurological.
Yeah, why are your birth rates so damn low if you're so healthy? Healthy people don't die off. The white supremacists are dying off. Your birth rates are in decline. You're dying faster than you're being born. That's not a sign of health.
And you're being
You're
aborted faster than you're being born. What's your
no, we're
point?
not because we're still here. We're fine. No, we're not.
So
We're
are
fine.
we. That's why we're having this
No, no,
conversation.
no, no, no. Your birth rates are in decline, sir.
Yours are
You're like,
too.
no, it's not.
All birth rates are in decline, brother.
No,
Just Google it.
not ours. We're not.
Just
We're
Google it.
not at a. We're not
No,
at a
I
zero birth
promise
rate.
you.
No, no, we're not at a zero birth rate. That means you are at zero birth rate. You're dying faster than you're reproducing. We're not, sir. There's a difference between a decline and just zero birth rate. You are dying faster than you're being born, sir.
We don't have a zero birth rate.
Yes, you do, sir. All
Okay.
across the board. It's safe.
Everything you say is true. Got it. Cool.
These are
No
you like
logic involved.
talking,
I'm
sir. Your white scientists say this. This is why you white supremacists are so butthurt. Y'all trying to get into transhumanism, sir. Y'all trying to turn into robots and shit. You don't
why
know
would
what
we
to
be
do. Now we're gonna have to deal with you as a racist robot. We got to deal with that now. A musty mayonnaise encrusted racist robot
why would we be upset if you keep telling us we are supreme?
because you're dying off, sir.
That's
You're
what
dying
you
off.
keep saying. I'm
You
not
know that.
saying that.
And sir, and I think they've already made a humanoid robot of you. They've already cloned you into a robot.
We made a humanoid robot of
Oh,
you. It's called a John Deere tractor.
okay,
Fucker, what are you
hold on.
talking
Let me
about?
get your humanoid. Hold on. Hello, I am a humanoid cracker. I'm here to let you know that my cock is still small. I am a humanoid
Other
hunky.
non-white,
Deep, deep, deep,
obsessed with
deep.
penis, eh?
I'm
But you're
shut
not
up,
all
shut
facts. You're
up,
all facts.
shut
You're
up.
all facts.
No,
All
I,
blacks are.
you,
That's
sir,
actually what's going down, brother.
sir,
Is all you
sir,
can think about is penis? You are
sir,
a. You know what I mean?
you and I have motor oil on our pussies.
Okay, so you're gonna use a voiceover to
Sir,
make your
sir,
homosexual point,
my penis,
dude.
my
And you
penis.
tell me that I think I'm supreme because my IQ is higher? What the fuck are you on about? No
Watch
wonder
me,
you've been
sir,
conquered
sir.
all
Calm
over the
down,
earth forever.
calm down, sir.
You're crying
I'm a
about being a
humanoid.
minority. Why is that? Because you're dumb as a box of rocks.
Calm down, sir. My penis looks like a nail clipper.
My penis, that's all I care about.
My penis looks like a nail clipper because they made me in your image. Deep, deep, deep. I'm a humanoid
Right, but we're
hunky.
the ones who rape, eh?
I'm a
We
hu-
rape black
I'm a humanoid hunky.
I need oil on my pussy. It's getting squeaky. Beep, 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 beep. So,
I'm a honky. You're a nigger. What are you gonna do about it, brother?
well, I have another humanoid robot woman, and she likes nigga dick just like your women. Beep, 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 beep. Why does it smell like barbecue and motor oil in here? Beep, beep, beep. Because you are smashing all of the black men. Beep, 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 beep.
You saying niggas like motor oil, dude? Is that what you're saying, right?
No, where is my meth pipe? I gotta get some of the headlights off of my machinery. Beep, 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 beep. Why do I smell like a wet robot dog? Beep, 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 beep. What's going on? Beep, beep. Why does my penis look like a screwdriver? Beep, 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 beep. What's happening?
All right. Oh, oh, there we go. All right. All right.
All
Zelly,
right, brother. Listen, I'm gonna leave you alone. I appreciate what you're
it
saying.
was fun,
I really
Zelly. It
wish
was
that
fun. It was fun. Black Daddy had a great time smacking you
no,
around.
you're no one's daddy.
Yeah, Black
Blacks
Daddy.
don't.
Yes, yes, I am. Black Daddy had a great time smacking you around intellectually. That's what I do. That was fun. All right. Yes, indeed. Okay. Shout out to everybody in here. All right. We have to hear from the white supremacists in here. He's very upset, but that's okay. We're used to it. All right. Let's raise those hands, family. Let's do that. Let's see who's up in here. Let's get those hands raised. Layla Brown, or Lala Brown, hop on in. Lala, Layla, how do I pronounce your name? Lala, you want to unmute your mic?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. What's up, Lala? Is it Lala or Layla?
La, either one.
Okay, what's up, Lala? How are
But I,
you?
I wondered did everybody catch what he said? How they pushed that transatlantic slave and all that stuff there. You notice he said, no wonder y'all been conquered all around the earth. Did you catch it?
I mean,
See,
he
when
is.
they get mad, that truth get the boiling out.
Mhm. Oh, yeah, yeah. They know what it is. Yeah, they know this is he's a white supremacist. So he tried to hide it,
But
but
they know
yeah, he knows what it is. These people know that the white supremacists, they have dominated all the non-white people on the planet, which is true. But they had to do it militarily, and that's in decline. And he knows that, and that's what he fears. That's in decline. And the issue that they have with black folks, we wipe them out just with sexual interactions. See, that's why they always have to control sexual access, because we're the people who have the capacity to wipe them out just by sexual contact. So that's why we're always public enemy number one.
From New York Times best-selling author Tariq Nasheed comes Foundational Black American Race Baiter, the groundbreaking book shaking up the conversation on race in America. As one of the most influential voices for Black Americans today, Nasheed exposes the tactics used to manipulate, subjugate, and control Black communities. In this powerful read, Tariq Nasheed equips you with the knowledge to resist injustice and reclaim your narrative. Don't miss out on the book that's redefining the game. Foundational Black American Race Baiter, available now at officialfba.com. Get your copy today.